Little artists, come gather round. We've got tales and colors to be found. Grab your crayons and let's begin. Dive into worlds where dreams spin. Colorful story time just for you. Bringing magic and fun all kids can do. With every story, the colors fly.
Welcome to Color the Story. Want to color with us? We've created special coloring pages to go with each story. Parents, you can find the link to our Patreon in the description for access. Grab your crayons or whatever you want to draw with as we begin the 3-day Gandy Dancer adventure. The sun was just peeking over the horizon as the Smith family stood in their driveway, bikes loaded and ready for their big adventure. Mom and Dad had spent the past week meticulously packing everything they needed for the 3-day bike trip along the Wisconsin's Gandy Dancer Trail. Their kids, Max, age 10, Emma, age 8, and Jack, age 7, were buzzing with excitement. Max was in charge of the map, a laminated printout that he said made him official. Emma was in charge of snacks, a job she took very seriously, especially since it meant sampling everything first. And Jack, the youngest, he had a very important task of coming up with fun games along the way. The Smith family had attached a bright yellow bike trailer to Dad's bike, packed with a tiny tent, sleeping bags, and all the important marshmallow supplies. Mom's bike carried baskets filled with clothes and the family's gourmet kitchen, which was really just a camp stove and some peanut butter sandwiches. The plan: pedal, laugh, eat, explore, and repeat for 3 glorious days. Day 1, the pedal power and the splashy start. The first stretch of the trail was smooth and shaded, with trees arching overhead like a green tunnel. "Hey, look at me! No hands!" Max shouted, wobbling dangerously before grabbing his handlebars again. "Let's not start our trip with a crash," Mom called, trying to hide her smile. Mid-morning, they stopped for snacks. Emma dramatically pulling out a bag of trail mix and announced, "Snack time is the most important time of the day." Just as she popped a chocolate-covered raisin in her mouth, a squirrel darted past, startling her into dropping the whole bag. "Squirrel heaven!" Max yelled as the squirrel happily scampered away with a peanut. "Let's play I Spy," Jack suggested as they got back on their bikes. "I spy something green." "The trees?" Emma guessed. "You're too good at this," Jack sighed dramatically, but he quickly came up with another. After lunch, they reached a sparkling lake. "Swimming break?" Dad announced. They changed into swimsuits and splashed around, with Max declaring himself king of the cannonball, and Emma trying to outdo him with an underwater handstand. Jack invented a game where they had to find the smoothest rock, and he triumphantly claimed victory with a pebble he called the perfect stone. Day 2, mini golf madness in Siren. The second day began with a hearty breakfast of oatmeal and fruit. "Fuel for our muscles," Dad said, flexing dramatically, Emma rolling her eyes but couldn't help giggling. By mid-morning, they arrived in Siren and found a mini golf course. "Time for some serious competition," Mom declared. They split into teams, Mom and Emma versus Dad and Max. Jack decided to be the official scorekeeper, but ended up creating his own mini game by hopping between the holes and pretending to be the golf ball. Emma's strategy involved using as much glittery pink golf ball luck as possible. Max's strategy was to hit the ball as hard as he could, even if it meant sending it into the bushes. On the final hole, Dad's ball did an impressive loop-de-loop before hopping out of the course entirely. "Disqualified," Emma cried, clutching her side with laughter. Then the family celebrated with ice cream cones from a nearby shop. Max managed to get sprinkles on his nose, chin, and even one elbow. Jack challenged everyone to a sprinkle counting contest, which he declares himself the winner of after quickly eating all of his evidence. Day 3. Trails, treats, and a big finish. The final day of biking started with a burst of energy. Emma discovered she could sing while pedaling and treating everyone to a medley of pop songs and jingles. Max decided he tried to outpace everyone, shouting, "Catch me if you can!" until he accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up in a patch of tall grass. "Explorer Max, lost but not forgotten," Dad teased as they got him back on track. "Let's play Would You Rather," Jack suggested. "Would you rather bike uphill forever or eat nothing but broccoli for a week?" "Broccoli," Emma groaned. "Uphill forever," Max countered. "At least you'd get strong." They stopped at a shady spot to enjoy their last homemade lunch, turkey sandwiches and a crunchy apple. Emma tried to barter her carrots for Max's cookie, but he was unmoved. Jack spent the break inventing a rock, paper, scissors style game with pine cones, sticks, and leaves. In the afternoon, they rolled into their final destination, a small park where they celebrated with a family photo. "We did it!" Mom said, raising her water bottle in a toast. "That was the best trip ever," Max declared. "Can we play hide and seek now?" Jack asked, already running behind a tree. As they packed up their bikes for the drive home, the Smith family already began dreaming about their next adventure. "Next time, let's do 5 days," Max suggested. "Only if I get to be in charge of the snacks again," Emma added. "And games?" Jack chimed in. Mom and Dad exchanged a look and smiled. The Gandy Dancer Trail had given them more than just a bike ride. It had given them laughter, memories, and the perfect dose of family chaos.
Colorful story time just for you.
Wasn't that a fun story? If you liked it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe so that way you can hear more of our videos. And if you have any story ideas, we would love to hear it. So put it in the comments below and maybe, just maybe, we might make a story about your idea. And don't forget, if you'd like to color with us, have your parents access our Patreon in the description below for access to all our coloring pages.
Colors